was going to say, it hasn't been very long since you last played Sydney FC. What did you learn from them that you can sort of take into account this weekend?
We didn't learn too much more than what we knew about them in the first place. So I think that first half and probably the first 55 minutes of that game were outstanding in our press, in playing through them, creating goal-scoring opportunities. If we had taken a couple of more of the chances that we created, probably would have been a different story. Second half, obviously with the injury to 𝗠𝘁𝗰𝗵 probably hurt us a little bit because it kind of stopped him from playing. And then Sydney, at home with a big crowd, they didn't change much. They changed personnel. When you're bringing on players like Burgess and Gomez up top, the Brazilian international, that does change things. So it was a really, really good performance from our boys, and I'm assuming Sydney will be the same.
How good is it to be back at Suncorp Stadium and know you're back there for good?
It's the best. It's the best to be back at Suncorp Stadium. I think that the success that Brisbane Roar have had in the past has all been at Suncorp Stadium. Brisbane Roar belong at Suncorp Stadium. Our supporters love it there, and when you've got a big crowd of Brisbane Roar supporters, it makes a big noise, and also it brings the players to another level. And they talk about a 13th man or 12th man, or I'm not even sure what it is in cricket, but for football, they really help us get the job done.
I guess you want to turn into a fortress too, don't you, this year, if you can?
Yeah, absolutely. With the supporters, with the stadium, with the weather, it's completely different for teams to come up here, and the way we play. We saw last week that in Sydney, in hot conditions, that we overran MacArthur, especially in that last 30 minutes, and it's a credit to the players. It's still only the second game of the season, so we've got a lot of improvement in us, but it's really pleasing to see where we're at.
What about young?
I saw some video from the groundskeepers of the pitch as well. Like, this is the perfect time to be playing at Suncorp because there's no traffic on it. The grass is sensational. And
yeah.
You can play good attacking football on it.
And the way we want to play, playing through lines, really helps us. If teams want to come high, then we can play over the top. So yeah, it is ideal to play at Suncorp at this moment in time. Not sure about what it's going to be like after the Paul McCartney concert.
Good surface here to practice on.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So we're very fortunate. We're fortunate with all the places that we've been to. We're fortunate to be here. Beautiful stadium here at 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 and beautiful grass as well.
Is young 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵, is he going to be right for this game?
Absolutely. Yeah, we didn't risk him last week. He arrived Friday morning. Didn't look too good Friday night from Spain, and going to the game, we just decided not to risk him and have him right for this game.
How excited are you to have him on board, and what sort of player can he be for the Roar?
Yeah, Thomas can be whatever he wants to be. He's that good, but again, we're not relying on the one player. We rely on the football that we play and the team effort. And he's not just one player out there. We know we've got other kids to come on as well that we believe they'll do good jobs as well. So it's not just the one player, but Thomas can be a Socceroo in years to come. He's that good.
Why is that? What makes you say?
He's physically strong. He understands the game. His pressing is exceptional. His goal scoring ability is exceptional. So he's got everything to become a top player. But at this moment in time, he's got a lot to learn still. He needs to keep on improving in our game style, and worry about that, and everything else will come later.
I'll ask the question, mate. Okay, obviously a bit of shenanigans going across the Ballymore there. So you got to train on a field that's similar to where you're going to play, isn't it? Paul McCartney concert excluded, but you hope it's okay. But you got to play when the blokes learn the skills, but know what's going to happen.
Yeah, look, they had a bit of traffic there, and the main thing is that we're on a good training field at the moment, and leading into this game, and our focus is on the Sydney game, and not so much on where we're training.
So, but as a coach, the blokes, you tell the blokes, you just got to cop it, embrace it. It's just another. Yeah,
the thing that at the beginning with the playing group, I said to them, there's no excuses. Whether you train somewhere or you play somewhere or you win or you lose, there's no excuses. We give it our best, and if we need to improve in certain areas, so the cup final That second half, we needed to improve on that and play our football. We went away from that. It's not that Sydney changed something. Again, we went away from that, so we need to improve on certain things, and no excuses. Whether we train at Ballymore or Grammar or Cusack or Suncorp, makes no difference. We keep on doing what we're looking to achieve.
Ross, a couple of incidents in the cup final.
Yep.
You guys got that in the memory bank, the players tomorrow night?
No, that game's gone. So, you know, I've explained to the playing group we can focus on the send-off, or the so-called should have been send-off, or you can focus on the goal that was allowed, that was offside, or you can focus on improving. And the playing group, to their credit, have focused on improving and getting better and focusing on this game here.
This might be a bit of a stretch, maybe.
Yep.
Cool. You're going to ask me about. Like, you know, after the World Cup, the Women's World Cup, they're talking about more funding for the World Game.
Yep.
And what's happened to you guys in the last couple of weeks? Is this sort of part of the solution? Like, you need more funding, like the game itself from the federal, state, whatever, like to try and stop things like this happening, to have a base?
Look, I really wish I could help you with that question, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I suppose that Zach and Kaz need to be across that. You know, my job is to coach this football team, so yeah.
Ross, you guys were keen to keep Courtney Perkins in talks with them, then ended up going to Sydney. Was that disappointing?
No, Courtney Perkins is a Sydney FC player now. He decided to go there. Doesn't bother us one little bit. If you're looking for an answer, whether it's disappointing when people show a lack of respect in getting back to a club before signing with another while they're in talks with a club. But whether he's their player, he's not our player, so I don't focus too much on him.
Suncorp, just finally, it's
yep.
Crowd. You want first
huge
game,
crowd.
You want it, don't you?
Yeah, we need a massive crowd. We need our supporters back, and all football followers and Queenslanders to get out there and follow our team and you know, watch an entertaining brand of football that we're trying to play. That Queenslander mentality, never say die attitude, and we showed it again on the weekend. The last 30 minutes, you know, we absolutely dominated an opposition team at their home ground. And we need the support from all Brisbane Roar supporters and Queenslanders to get us over the line.